Plants. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. Let's talk about your weather story. To you inside, Suzanne.
Thanks very much, Kasia. The thing that strikes me about Canada Blooms, the first thing, when you walk in, it smells like spring. Feels like winter, all right. 20 degrees, Kasia was mentioning. How about minus 20 this morning? This morning in Collingwood. Oh, my. We are 10, 15 degrees below normal again. These are impressive records. Look at Hamilton, minus 15.5. The old record was 6 degrees warmer. That shows how sharply colder it is compared to normal, obliterating the old record. And current temperatures -4 to about -7 in Toronto. This is some better news, though. Coming up tonight, no double digits for overnight lows. I mean, this is still sharply colder than it should be. We should be around -5, -3 at this time of year. But instead, we are below average. There's a bit of a wind chill. Tomorrow, we are struggling, but we are going up and we're going above zero. So this is good news. The warm sector, we've got that to thank for those temperatures. It'll bring some wet snow to northern Ontario, another 10 centimeters northwest of Thunder Bay. And these are going to be some rain showers for us Wednesday morning. Could affect your drive there with milder temperatures with gusty winds out of the south. Temperatures where there should be this time of year doesn't seem to last for long. We may get a little more messy weather going into the weekend. Thursday is the official start of spring, the spring equinox, 12:57 p.m. What will you do to celebrate that 2 degrees? Maybe some sunshine by Thursday afternoon, but a little more unsettled weather moving in for late Friday. Now, coming up, Rachel has a look at traffic across the region in the GTA, and it's back to work and school and regular routines after March break. Now, the computer here seems to be playing some interesting tricks with my time clock, but I'm going to take you first. It sounds great. See some greenery behind you. Of course, that would be evergreen. But did you notice how small the little snowbanks were by the steps down at the Direct Energy Center? This is good news. -5 currently. We should be +5 at this time of year. Yesterday, -8.5 for the big St. Patrick's Day parade in Toronto. The wind chill still in the minus teens, places like Orangeville and Barrie. So exceptionally cold. We are exceptionally fed up. We all know it. Let's look forward, shall we, friends? At least it's sunny today. The wind is generally an easterly breeze that helped to bring in a few flakes around the GTA earlier today. I thought to myself as I had my morning run on Monday, I thought, yeah, this would be pretty. If it was early in the season. It was just coming down like a snow globe. It was that kind of snow. All right, tomorrow, winds are fairly light, but they're going to start swinging around to the south, and they'll pick up, and we'll get windier as the day goes on. 20, 30 kilometers an hour, 35 or so on Wednesday as wet weather moves in. Snow in northern Ontario, a mix around Georgian Bay. Showers on the way for us on Wednesday, but our temperatures will be going up. And then spring, the equinox on Thursday, only +2. Yeah, it doesn't last long, does it? The commute back to normal today, at least as far as routines are concerned. How about the volume, Rachel?
Yes, Suzanne, March break is over. Everyone's back to school and work, and we're actually seeing a lighter than usual commute. Northbound DVP also finding delays up to the 401. Now, if you are heading out for St. Paddy's Day, Kasia was mentioning dress warm this year. We are seeing record-breaking lows.
Go. Superman out snow blowing. You need superhuman endurance at this point in the winter, don't you, to really get through yet another snow clearance. Amanda, Moose Jaw, Saskatchewan now as you travel across the country. The best weekly videos that you have sent us, the gallery, if you will, of all the viewer videos that we get from you, and I'll show you how you can get in touch with us in just a second. It's St. Patrick's Day. It's Monday. It is cold almost from coast to coast. It's good to see you. Hang in there. We're almost there. We've got spring coming up later this week, and as chilly as it is in Western Canada on this St. Patrick's Day Monday, we are colder by a long shot from normal temperatures in the east. Here's a quick snapshot from St. John's down through Boston. Biggest parade in the U.S. and the biggest parade in Canada, longest one I should say, is in Montreal as far as Canada is concerned, and temperatures are 10 degrees or more below normal. What a memory as we turn the weather history books back to 2 years ago, St. Patrick's Day, March 17th, 2012. Look at these temperatures. I mean, we were at minus teens and 20s in southern Ontario this morning, setting records. And 2 years ago, look at Kitchener, 26. That was a humidex. It was 22, just a short distance away from Hamilton, Ontario. It seems that Mother Nature is playing some pretty cruel jokes on us this time of year, but we're putting our best face forward. We know you are. Here's a look at Tom's snowman in Waterloo dressed up for St. Patrick's Day. Believe it or not, this gigantic and beautiful snowman was built on December 15th. So that's, 3 months ago. Trying to make the best of the weather, smiling maybe a little bit more out in New Westminster, BC. And Chris sent this in and said, Shasta's eyes are smiling. Certainly looks like one very happy dog. And for no other reason than it made a lot of us laugh, show me the peanuts. Halifax, Nova Scotia, wildlife on this St. Patrick's Day Monday, your celebrations and your videos. This is how you can get in touch with us. Upload them on our website. You can tweet them to us. You can put them up on Facebook as well. And show us what's going on with your weather, and we'll showcase it back to you on TV, web, and mobile platforms. It's good stuff. It's a conversation we're having here. And a lot of people conversing about this. 99 days of snow on the ground. Yeah, not that other song. Will we get to 100? How are you going to celebrate that? It's been a cold, long winter in many parts of the country. In other news, coming up, Jacqueline Whittle will take a look at the earthquake today in the Los Angeles area. First time it's been felt in this area for quite a while, and she'll explain the science behind those quakes.
Every day to your weather story, to you inside.
Thanks very much, Kasia. Yeah, we're starting to see a little bit more green in our gardens, aren't we? Talking to people in the north end of the city, Newmarket, Sharon area on the weekend, who said, yeah, we don't see any of our garden yet, but I'm closer to the lakeshore and I'm seeing some of my garden. Nothing growing just yet, but -5. Signs of hope. Are we going to get any warmer than this? We were bitterly cold this morning, and it's normally +5 at this time of year. An easterly wind, very cool down by the lakeshore today. And as we get into Tuesday, the winds are going to be picking up a bit. You're seeing more of that on the map here. We'll be milder, and then we're going to be milder still, above average perhaps on Wednesday rather, Rachel, for the first time in a long time, but showers, and that'll slow down the commute by then.
Absolutely. Active weather bringing a slow drive, but today we're seeing clear conditions continues to build through Burlington. Now you will want to stay with us as we break down some messy systems to hit the GTA.
To you inside now with your weather story.
Thanks very much, Kasia. Just checking my notes there. She's talking about the cold and the warm up, and we're not going to be this cold again. It looks like this week, the long range forecast. Maybe this is it, the last day. I mean, these are exceptional records. -15 in Hamilton this morning, -9.6, the old record. So that's rounded up to 10 and 16 below. That's well below average, smashing that old record. And current temperatures, we should be +5 or so. We're -5 and we're -7, Toronto and Barrie, respectively. Overnight tonight. Okay, a couple of really cold spots. I know, hang in there. We're all kind of fed up with all of this. Sunshine tomorrow, southerly winds, a bit of a breeze. The warm front sliding through northern Ontario. No warm air really there. It's cold enough for there to be snow, Killarney and north. And then as that warm front moves in for us on Wednesday, the winds continue to come out of the south and the rain showers will be moving in. Now, it doesn't look like a lot, but 10 millimeters of rain likely. And I don't think we'll hear any thunder. We haven't quite the right setup for that, but we are certainly looking at showers. So this is a sign of spring, right? Up and down temperatures. Thursday is the spring equinox at 12:57 Eastern. So that's 1 in the afternoon. That's the official start of spring. That's what the calendar says anyway. 7 degrees Wednesday. Thursday afternoon, we may get a couple of dry breaks. Friday night into Saturday, maybe a bit more wet weather could start as a flurry if we stay cool enough. And if it comes down hard enough, then it could be a little bit of snow to stick. So that's something that we're watching for in the long range forecast. There is the suggestion in the extended long range models that next Sunday, Monday, Tuesday will be the next round of cool temperatures. Sub-zero for highs and then going up again as we go up towards April. Thanks, Kasia. Thanks, gang. Yeah, it's been quite a blast of cold air today. You want to get inside. Canada blooms. You know what's free of charge? The conservatories. I checked out the Etobicoke Conservatory on the weekend. The spring flower show is on, so you can see flowers in a couple of great spots in and around the GTA. -7 in Barrie, big snowbanks, a successful season, I hope, for you at Snow Valley and Horseshoe and Collingwood. Collingwood that was -20 this morning. Well, the winds have been out of the east, so we've occasionally had a few flakes through the GTA. Tuesday should be pretty quiet, but windier and milder. The winds swinging around to the south. The temperatures going up even further on Wednesday, but we'll get some showers. The snow, thankfully, thankfully, Rachel, will stay well to the north.
Signs of spring now that we are getting rain, so it's always good news. Now, taking a look at the drive, are looking good. If you are heading out for St. Patty's, dress warm because we are seeing record lows.
We're worth it.
It's St. Patrick's Day and it's cold. Both of those things trending on social media. I don't think the green shorts I've packed for this occasion will be coming out today. Yeah, I don't think so either, Keith. Take a look at this picture. Now, this is stateside, but still, look at all that snow with that happy St. Patrick's Day sign. Next picture, so cute. This is in New Zealand, but I just had to show you. How sweet is that? Little potbelly pig. Just asked for a cup of green cocoa because it is so cold this morning for St. Patrick's Day. Cold weather is still really bad in true New York. This is what we're talking about with spring and St. Patrick's Day. Yep, unfortunately.
At first to you inside Suzanne with your weather story.
I'm convinced gardening is good for the brain, it's good for the soul, and it's good for us all to see a whole bunch of green things at this time of year. What a tough winter it's been. You know, it's -5 in Collingwood right now, and considering it was -20 this morning, and look how these old temperatures got obliterated, not just surpassed, but literally eclipsed. -15.5 in Hamilton, the old record, 08, 98 for Collingwood. -9.6. So what does that all mean? All those numbers mean it was extremely cold, and it hasn't been anywhere near our normal temperatures for today. And the reason for this, we've got Arctic air again in place here. Winds have been out of the north. Locally, we've had our easterly winds today, and that helped to bring us a few flakes earlier on. But that air mass has moved in from the north. It is going to get pushed north again, starting tonight. -6 for Toronto, -11 for Barrie. About 10 degrees warmer than it was last night. And look at tomorrow afternoon. Sunshine. We've got a southerly wind to thank for that. There's the wind out of the south-southeast Tuesday afternoon. A warm front advancing through northern Ontario. There's snow already there today and more coming. We're going to get some rain showers on Wednesday, not snow showers, not immediately anyway. Spring is going to be marked this week, whether we're ready or not. We know the days are getting longer. We know Mother Nature isn't really falling in line, perhaps, with the calendar. On Thursday at 12:57, that is the spring equinox. So that's equal day and night marked around the world, northern and southern hemisphere. Notice our unsettled weather for Wednesday. And then notice the colder temperatures. We're not going to get to double-digit above zero highs anytime soon. And the long-range trend, a little cooler the beginning.
If you want to learn more about it, to you inside with your weather story.
Oh, it is a family tradition for so many, Cash. That's how I got started. My dad's a green thumb. So was his dad. I figured, well, there must be something in it. I'll try my best. All right. Trying your best with the weather these days. We're not having a lot of success bringing normal weather. Of course, we do our best to just report what's coming so you're prepared. -5 still, feeling like -12, and even a little chillier up in Barrie at the moment. Sharply colder, Arctic air. Saturday wasn't so bad. Last Friday was decent. That was a couple of days ago. We've been struggling and suffering with more cold air. And it is kind of tough to take, isn't it, this late in the season? Easterly winds, though. This is some good news. Notice how the winds are picking up a little, and the wind direction is swinging around to the south. So we are going to be milder tomorrow. There's a system moving in. It'll be showers for us, not snow on Wednesday. So that's some good news, Rachel. Now, the commute, any good news there?
Well, Suzanne, depending on where you are, we're actually seeing a lighter than usual commute in some areas. But now you will want to stay with us. More on the weather story next.
Go to the weather now.
Each week, we choose a weather topic to explore. We find the best video and then count down to our number one.
Enjoy our top 5 videos every Friday on the Weather Network.
All right, what about that weather of yours to you inside?
Oh, do I have to, Kasha? Do I have to? What about that weather? As of 7 o'clock this morning, we bottomed out with record low temperatures. And I want you to see these numbers before I get to the better news, because we obliterated records with -27 in Bancroft, the old record, -23 Hamilton, -10 the old record, -16. You get the idea. Markham, Collingwood also setting records. A bitterly cold start today. Sure, it was sunny, but it was extremely cold. Arctic air has moved in. The jet stream has sunk to the south. That's roughly the dividing line between the Arctic air, or colder brand of air, to the north and the more continental brand of air to the south. We're going to get a southerly wind. It starts tomorrow, so this is good news. Already good news. Tonight's temperatures will be roughly 10 degrees warmer than last night. Clear skies for the most part, sunshine tomorrow, and temperature highs 2, 3, 4 degrees. Southern Ontario. This is good news. This is a southerly wind helping to warm up our temperatures. So the origin of the air mass has everything to do with the kind of temperatures we'll get. And as that warmer air moves in, the chance of snow diminishes. Now we will get some light precipitation starting on Wednesday early in the day, and very early in the day, it's possible it could start as a little bit of brief snow, but generally we're looking at showers up to 7 degrees. Windy Wednesday, especially later in the day. Still Wednesday, Thursday as temperatures drop, and that is a long-range trend. Thank you both. Sheila's Brush, St. Patrick's Day. It's Monday. It's been cold in Atlantic Canada. It has been cold and windy. The only thing green on our radar, though, is the thunderstorm and rain patch down towards the south. That's all part of this massive low that's extending up towards Newfoundland. Maybe not quite a Sheila's Brush. In Ontario, snow in northern areas. We didn't have snow this morning. Well, we did have snow this morning. We didn't have accumulations. Sure was cold enough for snow, though. More records. Set this morning, minus 20 in Collingwood for anyone lingering at the very, very end of March break. Back to school and work routines, though, for most today. If you're heading out this evening, minus 6. If you know your kids in Kitchener-Waterloo have been out for St. Patrick's Day today, well, you may spot them in the video I've got coming up for you in just a second. All right, overnight, minus 6 for Toronto, minus 10 for Barrie, about 10 degrees warmer than last night. Still below normal, but at least we're going in the right direction. Finally, sunshine for tomorrow. The winds are swinging around from the east. That's how we got our brief bit of lake effect snow this morning. It's just coming down rather pretty. Looked like a snow globe, I thought, around the GTA. And then I thought, in the next moment, fed up with it, just like you are too. But we are transitioning to milder weather. In fact, we'll be up to about 7 degrees in the city of Toronto on Wednesday. Similar temperatures for Hamilton, St. Catharines. But as you drive in or along the QE or Gardiner for your commute on Wednesday morning, chance of showers, and showers will be with us on and off throughout the day. It'll be gray. It'll be gray to start Thursday. Still on the windy side, 2 degrees, and then maybe some sunny breaks in the afternoon. Not getting especially warm. Suggestion of colder air in the long-range forecast models for a couple of days, but at least minus single digits. What a contrast to 2 years ago when tomorrow we were 20, and by the end of the week, 26. That was the warmest it's ever been in March. We'll leave you with a couple of images now.
For the Weather Network, I'm Natalie Thomas in Toronto.
Oh, I love the humor. And that last little fellow, wow, was he ever well spoken. An eloquent 6-year-old. Well, let's see if I can do that eloquence justice. Good to see you. It's Monday, St. Patrick's Day. Memories of 2012. We got to 12 degrees. Toronto, Hamilton 13, and it was 10 degrees warmer in Kitchener-Waterloo, a short distance away, but critically away from the lake, and a 26 Humidex. That was then. This is now a bitter cold start. We had some snow in the air this morning with easterly winds, and wind is going to be part of our long-range forecast. Now, I'm happy to say those snow piles don't look like they're melting at all, do they? Big snowbanks. Windy. The wind's coming out of the south tomorrow. It is going to be blustery in the coming day. Southerlies for Tuesday and Wednesday, and then more like westerlies for Thursday, which is the spring equinox. This low, a little larger and a little wetter looking than it will actually be, but we are expecting to see some showers for us during the day on Wednesday with breezy southerly winds, and temperatures will be well up into the single digits. Thursday, spring equinox, 12:57 Eastern time. Coming up, Jacqueline has been talking about earthquakes today. Los Angeles had a modest one earlier on, but now more on storm tracks. Thanks, Jacqueline. Yeah, more on earthquakes and more on your forecast right now with temperatures plummeting to the minus 20 range this morning. Close to it in Markham, at it in Collingwood, and it was a record start to the temperatures. We're going to kick off this St. Patrick's forecast with a look at a cold night ahead, but a warmer day as we slide up the scale ever so slowly, hitting 2s and 3s tomorrow afternoon with some sunshine. Now, that'll be good news. There's a system advancing into Ontario, a low-pressure system. We'll get some rain on Wednesday. Yeah, rain, 6-7 degrees in the forecast. There's snow already creeping towards northern Ontario with the same storm system. Wet snow in the north, showers in the south, 10 to 15 millimeters of rain likely. A wet day on Wednesday, and the winds are going to pick up steadily, swinging to the south tomorrow and continuing with a blustery, cooler day on Thursday.
It's St. Patrick's Day and it's cold. Both of those things trending on social media. I don't think the green shorts I've packed for this occasion will be coming out today. Yeah, I don't think so either, Keith. Take a look at this picture. Now, this is stateside, but still, look at all that snow with that happy St. Patrick's Day sign. Next picture, so cute. This is in New Zealand, but I just had to show you. How sweet is that? Little pot-belly pig. Just asked for a cup of green cocoa because it is so cold this morning for St. Patrick's Day. Cold weather is still really bad in true New York. This is what we're talking about with spring and St. Patrick's Day? Yep, unfortunately.